One day, my 4-year-old daughter came home from school with some sunflower seeds. Papa, how do we grow these? So together, we decided to put them in a pot. We took the pot to a very sunny spot, and we watered them every day. As a result, these flowers grew beautifully, like this one in front of our house. It became 2.5 meters tall. In a way, we created the right conditions for these sunflowers to grow, to flourish, and so that they can reach their full potential. But what are the conditions that we need as people to reach our full potential? Of course, we are not sunflowers. We don't stand in the soil or stand in the rain. Some may argue in the Netherlands, we actually do. From the work that I do with transforming companies into communities, we've learned that the most important condition is to have unity between people. Now, unity, of course, is not that we all are the same or that we all do the same. Being united means that despite our differences, we are able to work as one. Take, for example, the human body. It consists of many different cells and organs and systems, yet they are united. They work harmoniously together, seamlessly, and as a result, they're able to work as one body. When people are united, they help each other. There's mutual support and cooperation. There's encouragement. When people are united, they share certain things together. They have a common goal. They have a shared vision, a shared understanding. When there is unity between people, things flow very naturally. And the differences that exist become the source of strength, of resilience, of creativity, of innovation. So we've asked people, what kind of person do you become when you are in an environment of unity? Now look what it said. I become my best self. I become happy. I become excited about work and life. I become less critical. I become more patient. I become more encouraging. I become a good teammate. I become very confident of who I am. In fact, some people say I become more myself. I become my authentic self. Now, of course, this is like a sunflower that is just basking in sunlight. Now, what about the opposite? When there is a lack of unity, what kind of people do we become in such an environment? People have said, I become my worst self. I start to doubt myself, what I can do. I become also critical of others and of myself. I feel I cannot make mistakes. I become very quiet or withdrawn. Or I become very defensive and aggressive. Now, this is like a sunflower that is not receiving any sunlight. When you see these kind of signs in yourself or in others, see them as signs of an environment where there's lack of unity between people. Now, the question, of course, is how can we transform an environment of disunity and conflict and division into an environment of unity? There are two very important capacities: to think in terms of oneness and to strengthen unity. About oneness. It's not to see each other as strangers or as enemies or as opponents. It is to see people as part of the same system. This can be very difficult because we are used to division. We think actually it's normal to be divided. We are trained to see division, to see differences, and to exclude others who are different from us. In a way, we have become accustomed to a very alien state of what it means to be human. We tend to think of us versus them. We have this group, and we have that group, and that group. In organizations, we see it. We have us versus the management. We have this department and that department. There are many variations of the same theme, which is about creating narrow group identities. When we learn how to think in terms of oneness, we learn how to overcome our own prejudices. We learn how to overcome our own sense of superiority. But seeing oneness alone is not enough. We have to learn how to actively build unity. There may be 4 levels of unity. Unity of purpose, unity of vision, unity of thought, and unity of action. These ideas were first introduced by Fundeak, a not-for-profit organization in Colombia. Now, how does that work, these levels of unity? Let me tell you a personal experience. I'm a father of 4 young children, aged 4 to 10. After dinner, like most families, it's time to clean up. This is not something that our family really looks forward to. Children start to complain, or they mysteriously disappear to the bathroom for a very long time. I also don't become my best self. I start to become impatient or frustrated. So one day I asked the children, how can we clean up without Papa, me, becoming upset? One of my children says, why don't you just do it yourself, Papa? Well, this was not the answer I was hoping for. So I decided to apply these levels of unity. Let's start with unity of purpose. Children, why are we here together? What is it that we want to achieve together? It was, of course, clear that as a family, for our well-being, we had to clean up the kitchen. But not everyone wanted to do that. I've done it yesterday, or I always do it, and the rest is gone. So, okay. It was not until we all committed to this task that we had achieved unity of purpose. This was a breakthrough. It's this amazing step. This is oftentimes where it goes wrong when we are building unity. So encouraged by this progress, we decided to go on to the next level, unity of vision. Do we see the same thing together? Children, what does it actually mean to clean up the kitchen? Oh, I know, that means I'm just taking my own plate to the kitchen. Well, no, said another child. It means that we have to clear up the whole table. So here we had to learn how to talk to each other, how to converse with each other in a way that promotes shared understanding. It's not about arguing or debating or convincing each other that I'm right. No, it's about listening. It's our capacity to try to understand the other person. It is about the idea that we build up on each other's idea. This is what we call consultation. Now, in the end, believe it or not, we decided that cleaning up means cleaning up the table, putting the dishes in the dishwasher, vacuum cleaning the floor, and even tidying up the living room. This level of unity of vision is very important because if we don't clarify this, it becomes a source of conflict and confusion later on. Very encouraging, we went to the next level, unity of thoughts. Do we have the same idea about some fundamental topics? For example, in this case, how are we going to clean up? Some suggested, why don't we just have tasks that everyone does their own thing? Okay, that's a good idea. No, because some tasks are very simple, and then the others start to play, and I'm still working. That's not fair. For collective justice, then we decided that if you are done with your task, then you're going to help the other child finish their task. Without justice, we cannot have unity. Another person said, yes, but she is very slow, and I'm also very fast, so I'm doing much more work. Yes, it's true. There are different capacities, level of capacities that we have. But we have to learn how we can all help each other so we can all contribute. That's a learning question. Oh, and we want really loud music. Okay, we also have loud music. And then we started cleaning up. We have never finished clearing up so fast. And it was actually quite enjoyable too. You know, there was laughter, people were not complaining, there was mistakes could be made. We had achieved unity in action because we had been able to strengthen all of these other levels. Afterwards, we sat down and we reflected. How did it go? What can we do to improve next time? Well, vacuum cleaning is not so clever if we're still clearing up the table, yes. But also the younger children, they should not do these difficult tasks, they should have simpler tasks, yes, also. You see, in a way, we are strengthening our unity of thought. As a builder of unity, it's very important to operate with a learning mode, to constantly reflect upon your actions and to adjust and to learn together from our mistakes. Now, this is the power of unity. We're able to finish the task very efficiently. We're also able to learn and come up with new ideas and learn from our mistakes. We're able to help build each other's capacity to contribute. And we became our best selves. Now, of course, doing the dishes is one thing. But what about like more complex things, such as in my workplace or in my neighborhood or in my family? The same principles apply. Think in terms of oneness and strengthen unity. In fact, no major undertaking can be done without unity. It is at the heart of all our sustainability efforts. It's a necessary condition to have unity. Therefore, the world urgently needs builders of unity, and we can all learn how to do it. So let's try to put these ideas into practice in your own workplace, in your own family, in your neighborhood. But a sunflower has no choice. It can only turn towards the sun. But we as people have a choice. We have to make a conscious choice every time, again and again. Am I turning towards division and conflict and exclusion? Or am I turning towards oneness and unity? So powerful is the light of unity that it can illuminate the whole earth. Thank you.